If you watch my channel during my JEE days, you would know that I'm a fairly consistent person. I managed to study for 10, 12, 14, even 16 hours on some days, and that too consistently. My average study time was around 10 to 12 hours. I'm telling this to you because you need to know that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not some random guy who's giving you this advice. I've pulled this shit off myself. So now that I've gotten that disclaimer out of the way, let me get into the main topic of this video. You want to study 12 hours daily, and that too consistently. So before I tell you how to study 12 hours daily and consistently, I want you to understand this one thing. More study time doesn't necessarily equal good. This is because your study efficiency matters a lot. How much you got done during those 12 hours matters more than the fact that you sat for 12 hours studying. So if you want more information on study efficiency, you can go watch this video right here. I'm not gonna repeat what I said in that video because it's gonna be repetitive. I don't want to give the same information again. But in this video, I want to give you advice on how you can study for 12 hours daily. Look, in order to study for longer, you need more endurance, which is kind of obvious. And this endurance is like a muscle. You build it up over time. For some people, studying 10 to 12 hours may be a norm. For some people, it's crazy if you study 10 to 12 hours. And that is because of the difference in their level of endurance. तो भाई जब शुरू करते पढ़ना, just start off with 8 hours. और वो 8 घंटे भी बहुत होंगे तुम्हारे लिए. थक जाओगे भाई. मैं भी थक जाता था. तो भाई जब 8 घंटे consistently hit हो रहे for about 1 week, you can slowly increase the time by half an hour. And then again half hour. फिर देखे जब तक you'll be hitting 12 hour study days. But it's kind of like progressive overload. जब जिम में रहते हैं हल्लू वेट बढ़ाते 2.5 किलो से, ऐसा नहीं है कि 10 kg की प्लेट डाल देते हैं, क्योंकि your muscle can't handle that. It's the same way for endurance भाई. Maybe you cannot handle 12 hour studies just yet. You need to train the muscle. Keep this in your mind. The next piece of advice I'm gonna give you is kind of obvious, but you need to get proper sleep. Because your energy levels really matter a lot. They heavily influence whether you can study for 12 hours or not. But जब energy नहीं है, you just have to stop. You can't study anymore. And a major reason that you don't have energy could be that you haven't slept properly. So make sure you're getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep. उसके other benefits भी रहते हैं, of course, like memory retention, better mood and better skin and your brain. There's this adenosine level. Like there's something called adenosine. It determines how tired you are. And that gets reset by sleep. The next tip I'm going to give you is heavily tied in with your diet. And that is you do not want to have heavy meals. This is because heavy meals will make you tired. भाई क्या होता है जब heavy खाना खाते, जब 10 रोटियां खा लेते भाई जब 10 रोटियां खा लेते लंच के लिए, जो ब्रेन के लिए जाना चाहिए था, जो एनर्जी, इट विल गो टू योर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, क्योंकि वो खाना डाइजेस्ट करना है. 10 रोटियां खा लिए सो यू डू नॉट वांट दैट भाई. 10 रोटियां मत खाओ. इट्स नॉट गुड भाई. यू आर अ स्टूडेंट, पहले से ही दिन भर बैठे हुए रह रहे, एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर रहे प्रॉबेबली. इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर योर हेल्थ. So, the piece of advice I'll give you is not to eat heavy meals. Have light meals, maybe eggs, maybe just a sandwich, anything bhai. Maybe some coffee as well. Caffeine is really good for this, like your study sessions. Also, you want to be hydrated all of the time. This is because dehydration kills your focus. Bhai, being dehydrated can destroy your focus by up to 20%. And of course, as I had mentioned during the beginning of this video, your study efficiency matters more than your study time. The next tip is that you want to start your day off with the hardest subject. For example, you've taken MPC, so start off with maths, then physics, then chemistry. This is because you have more energy during the beginning of the day. As the day continues on, you'll have less and less and less energy. This is more so to stretch out the time you can study for, bhai. Because when you're tired, you cannot do calculus. Come on, that's kind of obvious.
GPS signal lost.
The fuck? Anyway, sorry about that. GPS signal lost. And a final disclaimer I want to give you before I end this video. After some time of studying, your brain will become saturated. Meaning कि नया information process करना is gonna take 3 times as long. And at that time, it's better that you revise or you just completely stop. क्योंकि there are other productive things you can be doing with your time instead of studying. जैसे exercise हो गया, family के साथ time spend करना हो गया, sunlight लेना, walk लेना. There are hundreds of things you could be doing. So when your brain is saturated, just stop. क्योंकि जब focus work करते, your brain is bound to get tired. It's kind of obvious. We're humans. We are not robots की 24/7 काम करते हुए बच जा सकते हैं. And another thing, by make sure you take breaks during your study sessions. ऐसा नहीं होना है कि overburden कर लिया अपने आप को, break के बिना 10 घंटे पढ़ लिए, which is something I used to do. So I'm telling this to you out of experience. ऐसा मत करो कि 10 घंटे का study slot रख लिए, वो बगैर break के साथ पढ़ना शुरू कर लिए, क्योंकि it is not good for your brain, भाई. It is not good. And also another thing, make sure you don't burn out. So just get proper sleep and don't overburden yourself. Maybe 12 hours is too unreachable. As I said, endurance is a muscle. If you burn out, it shows that the muscle hasn't been trained yet, and you're trying to ego lift, kind of like जब gym में ज़्यादा weight डाल देते हैं, and you can't lift the weight, but you still try. So of course, bro, take care of yourself, भाई. And I think that's all for now. This is your neighborhood friendly civil signing off. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, bombastic and elastic day. And yeah, that's it for now. I'll catch you in the next video, and bye.